we've done this before, so you come on in.
Welcome to the You Are Here podcast. My name is Mike. You're listening to episode 48 of the podcast. Find the podcast, www.youareherepodcast.co. We cannot afford the M. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor.fm, YouTube with the video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, share. What are you guys feeling? Everyone, I love you. I want to hear what you're saying. Send us a question. Whatever you're feeling. If you're having a bad day, let us know. We'll talk about it. We're here. It's me, Mike. We got Dave here. And also, Lance is in the building. Dave, I'm passing it off.
Pass it off. I just received that. Jerry Rice. Lance Barrett's in the building.
What up, y'all?
Lance Barrett's in the building. Clap it up for Lance, too. Woo! Amazing actor, filmmaker, writer, director, producer, father, husband, brother.
That's a lot of weight.
This
a lot of weight. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
Dude, he's here. How you feel, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. We've been
Christmas special, dude.
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
Santa's
yeah.
coming. Santa's coming, bro. Coming to give these gifts.
That's right.
You know, I'm glad. What are you gonna say?
This is coming out on Christmas. Wow.
This is coming out on Christmas Day, dude. It's coming out on Christmas Day.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
No one's gonna listen.
You know,
Because
You gotta drop some gifts for these.
you know, because money's a little tight. You know, I'll just send this to people like, yo, Merry Christmas. I made this for you.
Shout out people.
Yo.
Yep.
Shout out people.
Yep.
We didn't do anything for this. As a Christmas thing.
Yeah.
We brought Lance.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. We brought Lance.
You're right.
Bro.
We brought the best present of all.
The biggest. It took a long time for the elves to fix.
There we
me.
go.
Yeah, but how you feel, man?
I'm good, man.
Holiday blues? Having any of those?
I wouldn't say blues, more like holiday, like
Thoughts.
no, like just empty pockets. Whatever. I was gonna think of something to say about like just being broke, man. This time of the year, like when I was growing up, I used to love Christmas, but as an adult, I'm not enjoying this shit.
too.
Yes.
I'm not enjoying this.
I'm realizing like the older I get, I'm like, I don't enjoy Christmas the same.
Nah, it's not the same because it's like, first of all, you ain't really getting shit. Of
course.
You might get fucking $20 from your aunt, but really you ain't really getting shit. And then like for me, it's a little different because now I have kids. Now I have to like amp it up. You know, well, I don't have to, but I like doing it because it's really fun for them. You know what I'm saying? They're really into that shit. Yeah. So I mean, that's a fun part of it. But just like, man, dealing with people and buying shit, man, it's just it's a lot. Yeah. But it's cool though. I like it. I like this time. Yeah.
When you're watching your son like open gifts, is that not the greatest feeling?
Well, so I have a stepson, and my stepson, he goes crazy for certain things whenever he opens it up. Like he's the one that'll open shit up. Yeah. And my son, he's 3, and like I don't think he understands it yet. So he's just like literally like last year when we had it, we would give him a gift, and he would just be like, all right, fucking whatever. We'd go get some food. Like after every gift, he would go into the kitchen and get like pretzels and shit. You don't get what the fuck is going on. But this year, like we have the tree up and we have gifts under the tree and shit. And he's like, present? Can I open up? I catch them trying to tear little corners and shit.
Are you doing the Santa thing? Are you gonna wake up late at night?
Well,
eat the cookies.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
But like we don't go too deep because we gotta let these motherfuckers know that we put in these fucking gifts. You know
maybe one from Santa or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like one big fucking thing. Like, oh shit, where does bike come from?
Yeah,
Santa's like that lost uncle.
Yeah,
Santa's
exactly.
that lost uncle.
He's Brum Man, Brum Man with a suit on, with a Santa suit.
Word, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool. I like this time of year. I hate the cold, but you know, it's nice because people are a little bit more upbeat and people are more open. Yeah, especially with it being as fucking cold as it is, because I hate this cold shit. So
me too, bro.
I guess it's a little balance.
Do you know what? People being more open. Jeez, I'm fucked up today. People being more open. Like I was shopping a few days ago and today a bit, and I hooked Mikey up with this care package.
Ooh, thank you.
Care package.
Got me those books, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you for my gift too, dude. Mikey got me a sick camera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude. He got me into film photography.
Y'all love each other.
Yeah, deeply.
That's real love.
That's real love. But I was watching people shop, and I'm like, it is kind of cutthroat.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
So people aren't that open. There's not a lot of Christmas spirit happening at a store.
Oh no, it's a battle royale.
Yeah.
So check it. Not this Thanksgiving, but last Thanksgiving, when my son would get really happy and he would like throw shit at my TV. Like he would see like this dog and he's like, oh, dog. And he like some shit that he would do. So 2 years ago, I went and bought a TV on Black Friday. Huh? I was so close to fucking up this 2-year-old. I was like, all right, he's not ready to get his ass whooped just yet. Because I believe in beating fucking kids when they need to. And he needed to. But I got real stern with him. And he pouted his lip and shit. Yeah. But anyway, I was like, fuck, now I gotta go spend some money on Black Friday and get a TV. And I went to I went out. I went to Walmart, the worst place to fucking go for it. And my eyes were set on this 50-inch. I waited in line. Even like after the Thanksgiving dinner, I waited in line.
For real?
Yeah, after Thanksgiving dinner, because that's when Walmart
starts the lines and shit?
Walmart starts their lines. And it's not like at midnight Black Friday. It's like at like 10 o'clock on Thanksgiving. So I'm in line waiting, and they let people it's like, all right, store's open, so people are running, everybody's running. I'm getting this specific 50-inch TV. I literally grabbed the last 50-inch TV, right, and I'm pulling it away, and this old fucking lady, watch this shit, this old fucking lady decides to try to take it from me. Like, I have one end and she has the other end, and it becomes a fucking tug of war. And like, there's probably a special place in hell for me, because what I ended up doing is I pulled it and she started like adding some muscle. So what I did was I pushed it towards her and pulled it back. I fucking walked away. I walked away with it. I hope she's all right. She didn't fall, but she went back. she went back, bro.
How old do you think she was?
Oh, bro, she was like easy 65. Easy 65. Easy 65.
And you're young in your prime, fucking 6'3", dude.
I wouldn't say my prime, but I knew I was getting that fucking TV.
Yo, but you know what?
Getting that fucking TV.
Props to her for trying.
Oh yeah,
she tried,
more
dude.
power.
Because she saw you and was like,
if I was mentally weak, she would have gotten that.
Was there?
If I was mentally weak, I'm like, bitch, you're not getting this shit. You're not getting this. My hands were on it first.
So you put her weight against her.
Yeah, yeah.
You tricked her.
It was like some Matrix shit. She was like, pew. I like looked both ways. I was like, is anybody looking? It just fucking kept it going.
Just kept
it moving, bro. I ain't turn around,
bro.
yo. But like, I mean, yeah, like people are cutthroat. Even me, I don't give a fuck.
For the material stuff, dude. We need the TV. We need that stuff.
It's fucked up, but like, man, I needed that. I needed that for the TV. I'm not even up front, man. I think we all have it in us.
We do. It's and it comes out on Black Friday. It comes out Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Parking spots. I had a little not a spat, but like this dude was like eyeing the same parking spot as me, and I was like, bro, I'm waiting. I've been waiting.
Yeah. You got that signal on?
And I felt it creep up on me. The signal was on.
Oh, then you good.
And I felt it creep, but he thought he could do it too, and he's like same time, right? So it's like no, dude. And I felt it creep up. Like if bro tries to take this spot, it's gonna be
it's on a
problem.
Yeah, that shit is real, bro.
Why is that, dude?
Bro, it's
for
it's
a little bit of a spot like closer to the door. What?
It's a lot of things, bro. It's manhood. It's what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all that shit. It's a mix of all that kind of shit. There was this one video.
It's so funny.
That shit is wrong. That shit is wrong.
Why?
If you were there first.
Why? Let me ask you this, dude. This is a good point, man. Why is it that like I have in my head, I cook up this like right and wrong thing? Why? Because it's whatever, dude.
It's how we're raised. Our parents raise us for what's right and what's wrong, and sometimes that shit is right, and sometimes that shit is wrong.
And why does it piss me off so bad if someone else doesn't abide by the right and wrong that I abide by?
Because you're conditioned to what your own personal thing is of what's right and what's wrong.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, but that kind of, it's a weird segue, but that's kind of what my pilot is about.
Whoa.
It's not about, it's kind of like about what's right and wrong. So the pilot is called The Opportunist. And shout out to The Opportunist, man. Come and donate if y'all can. Blankbook92 is the Cash App. I ain't doing
in the description.
I ain't doing those fucked up like film shits where they take all your money. You send that shit to me and I'll take care of it.
Boom.
But with the Opportunist, what I really wanted to explore with was where people's moral compass lies. So throughout the thing, you're running to this person that runs into all these different opportunistic situations. And what I really wanted to focus in on was within each one of those situations, where do you lie? Some people feel more comfortable stealing from a Walmart than a moms and pop store.
Yo.
Some people feel wrong stealing from that Walmart.
Yes.
Just as much as that moms and pop store.
Yes.
Where do your morals lie?
Wow, that's so true.
like that comes from your family. That comes from how you were raised and how you were brought up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like that's where it really just stems
That's
from.
so true. I never thought about that.
Bro, it's real. Like that's some real shit that like I feel like everybody has.
Yeah.
And there might be something that you might like be 100% think is right. Just like how people think Trump is 100% right.
Yep.
But that's how they were brought up.
Right.
But I was brought up differently.
Yeah,
and that's fine if you have that point of view. That's fine. But I'm going to rock out like this because this is what I feel like is right. And I have to live in this skin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And that's
right.
it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. We got to see an early cut of the pilot, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for sending it to us.
Thank you. You guys liked it?
I fucking loved it,
Yeah.
man.
Cool.
I think there was so many cool moments.
Overall, I think the concept was very just like I was fresh. For me.
Totally.
That's
I
what I
love
was
that.
aiming for, really. Like, because everything's coming out of my pocket. So, like, production is going to be creme de la creme.
Yep.
It's literally all done guerrilla style.
Yeah.
So what I
shooting in Brooklyn too, right?
shooting all mostly down on Fulton Mall,
right up
in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it's I like most of the stuff that I make, I want to have a concrete idea, something that can be executed, and money will come and go. I'll try to do as much as I can as far as money and try to execute it as close as my vision wants it to be. Right. But you know, I think that's the core, the concept of it, and quality wise is always second base for me.
I think that's you do a good job of that. Is the what we were just talking about? This the title of it's The Opportunist, and what is right and what is wrong, and are you wrong for? You know, we all do have it in us to do things that are opportunistic, and if they fit our
agenda or
and what we
mold.
believe is right and wrong,
our
right?
mold,
our mold, yes. And I think it was really cool to see your character, who you play, go through his decision making throughout the thing, and his behavior, what he chooses to do with the people he chooses to do it with. And I found myself like in moments being like, oh, I fuck with that. Like I would do the same thing. Or in other moments I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Like, and that's the thing. Like that's literally the whole point.
Right.
Where does your moral compass lie?
Right.
That's just really what it is.
Yeah.
And it's fine if it goes that way or if it doesn't go that way.
I think it's really a really fresh concept.
Yes.
I think it's a really fresh concept.
So hopefully we'll be able to do. I have like 8 episodes already written.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty much done. I mean, I would go like once this is out and once I get the feedback and depending on if money starts rolling through, I'll definitely go through it and change it. But I'm like 8 deep. The whole thing is supposed to be 10, so I just got to figure out how I want to end it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, and it's not just about who I play, which is Pro. It's about the other characters as well. They get their own shine. It's not like a revolving thing about the lead actor. You know what I'm saying? Like opportunities come in a lot of different forms.
Yes.
It's like all these different paths are kind of like crossing.
Yes.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
And they're all in their own form.
Makes a little universe.
Dude, exactly.
The thing I was hyped about it too was seeing everybody in it.
Yes.
Right.
Shout out JR. Shout out Tori.
Yeah. The cast. A lot of you guys have had the actors up. Manu Menon. Pacheco. Has Tori been
was up here?
Tori
no JR yet. We gotta get JR.
JR be working, man. He's somebody that you should have up
JR's
here.
doing his thing. Who else is in there? Marina was a shout out. Shout out
to Marina. Marina came clutch, man, because I had somebody that was supposed to do that role, and I hit her up like literally like at the last second and was like, "Yo, can you do this for me?" Because like I have like a list of people that I just want to work with,
and
she was like up there, so I was like, "Yo, can you do this?"
And she came through.
Hell yeah.
I told her the idea. I told her I pitched her like what my opinion is of an opportunist and all that stuff, and then she was like, "Yo, I'm so down to do it. Let's just go and do it." So shout outs to her, and a couple other people. Who else was in that?
I missed the call. I missed the call.
Hudson.
Where was Dave on that?
No, I missed the call for that.
No, bro. So check it. No, so check it. I got you. So wait, no. You on the list. Don't do that to me. Don't do that shit. Don't do that.
Episode 48. You Are Here podcast, dude.
Nah, you'd be like 32.
The Opportunity.
I'm just fucking with you. I wanted the first episode to be all the characters to be people of color. The only person that was supposed to be a person of color that I chose specifically was Tori. The person that Marina was supposed to be a person of color. And
I'm just playing, bro.
No, yeah, I know. Okay. I know. But you make that reminded me of that.
That's a conscious decision.
Yeah, super conscious.
Yeah.
But like, bro, like I have a list. You're on it. You're on it. I got you.
I was just thinking in the car. I was like, man, we never worked together. I really want to work with you on something.
We never did no shit together.
I was thinking what we could do.
And like the people that I know that can do it and that got it, like I'm like, you're on the list.
Word.
You're on the list.
Sick.
That's it. And nothing else to it but that.
All right.
In time. In due time.
Thanks, bro.
If you need hands, man.
Yeah.
I'm down to help too.
For real? Like, man, I reach out. A motherfucker reaches out. You know what I'm saying? So
real deal.
Yeah. And if you can, it's all good. But yeah, man, this shit don't stop.
How long have you you created this thing yourself. This is your world. This is your story.
Yeah.
How many films have you made so far? What number
that are like this? Mine? That are like yours? Beginning to end, like my idea I've written.
Yes.
That I've done, that I've finished beginning to end, 3 or 4.
Wow.
Word.
Yeah. Wow. Gray Area.
I remember.
With the suitcase.
Yes. Love that fucking film. Is that out right now? Can people watch it?
Yeah. I should have sent y'all my whole thing.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
We'll have it in the description and everything.
Yeah. But check that one out. I still circulate that through film festivals. Like when I put Gray Area through film festivals, like the crowds, like you would think that you were in like a movie theater watching like Quentin Tarantino, and it's just like I'd be losing my fucking mind, like because I don't even watch the film anymore. I just watch people watching it. And I'm just like, bro, like I fucking love this shit, and that's another reason why I keep making, because I've gotten that quick fix.
Right?
It's like fuck, like not trying to like remake that, but like. That feeling is such a good feeling. Like those little moments that people can like, that like.
Have you been surprised by does any moment stick out to you? I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No,
does
it's
any moment
okay.
stick out to you watching another person watch your thing, or someone coming up to you and saying something about your story or what you've done?
I mean, I think when people approach me about it, at first I was just like, I kind of would be like, oh, you're just saying that. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, you're just saying that just to fucking say it, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, and after hearing like people that really liked it and their answers, like you start to hear the same shit over and over. I was like, okay, so that might be true.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I try not to get it too much in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you start thinking that you're the shit.
Right.
And then you also start to get that feeling of like, okay, this is the best thing that I'm ever going to fucking make. Like, no matter what the success is, like I haven't had like top tier success or anything, but of the people, I think I have some pretty good success as far as people like genuinely enjoying my shit without even actually knowing me. And like, that can kind of be like that can kind of fuck you up a little bit, just because of the fact like, damn, I know I have it in me to make something good. And I don't want to duplicate this, but I want to make something even better, but in its own lane. Yeah. And I just try to stay out of that space. I got you. I try to stay out of that space.
It's a dangerous spot.
But it does feel good. Like, it does feel good. Like, because that's kind of one of the reasons why most of us are in it, is to be noticed and to be seen and to be appreciated. Right. Like there's a sliver, I think, in me. Yeah, in me, I mean, there's a level of just like acceptance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
Acceptance.
I think that's what brought me to this thing.
Yeah, like there's a level. There's a level. There's a lot of different things, but I think that's definitely a slice of the pie.
Yeah, I think that's fucking huge. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that had such a huge role in why, like, I saw a community of people in college that were doing it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, if I can do this thing, I'll be accepted and loved. And then that kept going. And it was like, okay, now I'm in this new community. Like, if I'm accepted and loved by this community, then I belong. Then I'll be worth something. Yeah. And then it kind of, I mean, for me, that became like not enough, obviously.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it like, if that's all you're looking for, it's going to stop at some point in time.
Yeah. I thank God I fell in love with the craft of it and like wanting to be in love with me.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, do my thing.
That's first. First, because you run into those cats that have been in fucking training forever.
Yes.
Because
the best student actors on the planet that you never know.
Yep. And they just stay right there where they're at because they're stuck on that fix. They're stuck on that one specific fix.
That's why I really respect you a ton, man. Is I think we're very similar in this way where, like, I don't know, like it's not easy to put yourself out there and to be like, I have a story I really want to tell.
Yeah.
And whether it's for me, I feel like I'm pretty headstrong, and I'm like if and I'm very passionate. So like if I have an idea and it's something that's moving me a lot, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And if you fuck with me, like let's do it.
Yeah.
And so far so good.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have that too.
100%. Whenever like that's a part of my, I wouldn't say the moral compass, but like that's how I go through my life.
Right.
Whenever like anything, whether it's acting or family or relationships or anything, whatever that shit inside of you, it's not your heart, but they say it's a soul or your spirit or whatever. Whenever that shit starts going and it's telling you to do some shit, I'm not gonna ask any questions. I'm just gonna go and fucking do it.
By any means, dude.
By any means, like fuck it, like that's just is what it is. So funny enough, for the Opportunist, there was this one day when I was talking to somebody and I was doing something and they were like, "Oh, you're such an opportunist," and I was like, "Oh, thank you," because I always thought of it as something positive. He's like, "No, you dummy! Like, look up the fucking word." And I looked up the word, and it was something completely different than what I thought it was.
It had a negative connotation.
It had a thoroughly negative connotation, and I always thought as the opportunist as somebody that was like about getting their own, figuring out how to make things happen for themselves to get to where they want to be.
Yes, sir.
That is a part of the definition. But when you Google that shit, it's literally somebody being thoroughly cutthroat to get what they want.
Got you.
So I had that feeling.
Yes.
And I just started writing.
So that was the spark.
Wow.
That was a spark.
Whoa.
That was a spark. And then I was like, fuck, all right, let me keep writing. And then there came a point where I was like, I'm gonna at least do a pilot. I never done a pilot before. I'm gonna do a pilot for this. It's not gonna be a full-blown short film. I'm gonna make, and at that same time, I never done a web series before. So I wanted to try to do that as well. So like, you know what? I have enough to make at least a pilot. Right. Let's try it. So once that shit inside of me was like, you're gonna do it. There ain't nothing else to it. It's just about when is it gonna be done.
I love that's such a good like title too.
It's perfect.
It's great. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? It does its thing, and
I love that, man. I'm thinking about like we're not paid so like we do make money acting, but it's not enough to survive yet, right? We're kind of in the same place. And this isn't forever, but the place we're at now, it's very, very easy to become like, you're grinding, you're getting on a train, you're going to your job, you have family, you have responsibility, and you also have this thing that you chase, right? Which is, it's, you know, for me, it's like, I'll speak for myself, it's the love of my life. Like it's something I just love doing. I love it. I think it's my vocation. I enjoy it more than anything. And when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be here. That's what that makes sense to me. And it's very easy to be like, well, it's just not happening for me, man.
Right. But
I'm not going to write anything. I just got my job, so I'm going to be tired. I just want to go home and sleep. But I'm imagining you writing this thing. This is what I'm trying to get to. Where you're like, no, I'm setting fucking time aside to write my shit because I'm going to put it up somewhere. I'm going to make this thing happen in some way because I have to.
I feel like that there's a line for people that have that shit inside of them, and there's a line between the people that like internally feel like, yo, this is what I want to do, and there's other people that think they want to do it and they want to like get their feet wet and shit like that, and that can be like built up pretty high to make you think that you believe it. But after a while, like if that shit doesn't boil up inside of you, like if like this conversation at some point in time, like for me, I get goosebumps when I start talking about shit like that. If you don't get fucking goosebumps around shit like this, then like it might be it might be a facade on some level. I might be completely wrong. But like the thing is that like you follow that and that shit'll phase out if it's not in here. At some point in time, it's gonna fizzle on you, or you're just gonna be fine with you're gonna be fine with being where you're at, and you're not gonna want to progress. Like I feel like in my bones, I have to do this. This is how, when my brother, he had gotten brain cancer. Oh, wow. When I was like, when I first started college, and funny enough, that same time I had fucked around and was taking bullshit classes just to get financial aid. And I took like a stage movement class, and it was some bullshit. It was just like, I didn't have no reason. I wasn't trying to act or anything.
I didn't know this.
But I fell in love with it.
Dude, we have a very similar fucking story.
I fell in love with it. And at that point right there, I knew that I wanted to act. And it was literally the first time when I forgot about time. That was the first time. Dude. That was the first time that I was like, yo, like, this is the first thing ever. Like, I would ball and I would love it. It would pump. That basketball for me was one of those things that would like pump up, and I thought I loved it because there was a point in time when I wanted to take ball serious and like do college and shit. Yes. But I was in that same weird realm. But then when acting came along, I was like, fuck. I'm not looking at the clock. Holy shit. I've been trying to I've been thinking about this fart elevator scene in my bullshit community college class for 2 hours, and I didn't even know 2 hours went by.
Yes.
I didn't and at that moment I was like, yo, I need to figure out. So the last bit of financial aid money I had, I bought a one-way ticket here.
Whoa.
I bought a one-way ticket
From
here.
Texas.
From Texas. And I've been building ever since.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know anything.
Dude, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
We have very similar stories.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
what
that.
it was. Yeah, so what did you do? Like
I was in
community
college and I was fucking off terribly. I was on financial aid.
Yep.
I was just getting by with I think I had a 1 point. I was getting like warning notices. Like I'm gonna get dropped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my financial aid because I'm fucked up. And
I did one semester and then that was it.
I was in. I think it was my third semester, and I was totally bombing out in college.
Yeah.
Just couldn't find a passion. I was like, oh, just a fucking landscape with my uncle and like be done. You know? Just figure it out.
Yeah.
And I was very blasé with life, period. I was like, if I die, dude, it is what it is. I remember that thought.
Yeah.
I was like 19 and I was like, dude, if I die, I had a good run and like it's fun. And I didn't have like a fire in me for nothing.
Right.
Ball was fun, but I wasn't like, oh, I realized that around like 15, 16, I'm like, I could play this, but I'm not going to play professional.
Right.
And that was, once that went out the window, I was like, oh, fuck it. But then I took an acting one course for an A to get my GPA up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
no intention on doing it. Just to get just some bullshit class just to get you by. Yep.
I don't want to make friends with no one. I just want to get my A. I'll be present. You know, I'll just sit in this room and I'll say the words you want me to say.
Yep.
We're in a cornfield. Cool.
Yeah.
And I remember like going through the motions, but then something, Dr. Stropel, shout out, was talking about in the moment, bro, was about Stanislavski. And I was like, who's this cat?
Yeah.
And she was talking about the history of it a bit, very, very early on.
Very light.
And I remember the clock. I remember the class would be over, and I'd be like, oh, man, in my gut.
Yeah. That shit is real, bro.
And I was like, what the fuck, man? And then getting up and trying
in a sense, it's a drug in itself. Totally. In a sense, it's a drug in itself. It's a different type.
It is. Yeah, bro. But the clock went out the window,
clock went out the window. And that's what I like to, like when I'm dealing with people, when the things that I want to do, like I always ask myself, am I worried about the clock?
Right.
Like, everything. That's how I knew I wanted to be with my wife, because I wasn't looking at the clock.
I wasn't looking at the clock.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
sir.
it's just really one of those things.
Yes, sir.
That's what I personally go by.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what it is.
Start doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. Like, just ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you looking at the clock? Or are you trying to figure out, like, oh, what time? Like, right now, I don't know what fucking time it is.
Right. No, me neither.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. It's just, like, this is important to me right now.
Yeah.
Fun. This is cool. Like, I can do this.
When everything kind of drops away and you realize you're exactly where you're supposed to be, the clock is out the window, and this is the only thing that's real in this moment. That's the only thing that matters to me is this moment. That's when you know you're in the right fucking place with the right people.
It just the feelings, just the feelings feel right and they feel good, and
it's simple almost.
It's thoroughly simple, but the thing about it is it's simple, but there's a lot of people on this planet that'll never see it. They'll never get it. They'll never fucking get it. And that was another reason why I decided to do it, because I know people that I've grown up with that'll never know what they were meant to do or have this feeling that I have.
Me too.
So on a level, I do it for them. You know what I'm saying?
Me too,
on a level,
man.
I do it. I do it.
I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, for real, bro. Like think about all the people that you grew up with and all the people that you know. Do they know what they want to do with their life? Nope. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I wasn't proud about saying that I was an actor, because, you know, when you start off being an actor, I didn't want to tell anybody that I was a fucking actor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then when I would, I'd be like, you're full of shit. But I was still, I knew that's what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Even with that type of struggle internally going on inside of your body, I still had, like, I was still about it. I still wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. That's a crazy fucking thing. And a lot of people won't want anything or feel the need to do something to that degree. You know what I'm saying? And Yeah. I see it as a blessing.
You do it for them.
Yeah, on the level, not
totally. You can't for them specifically, but I think in your gut, I think subconsciously I've carried like the people I used to be around a lot that are still in the same place that haven't found that thing. I think, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that's also in itself a double-edged sword, because like you do it on a sense of like, yo, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And then that's the good end of it. But then on the other end, some people look at you like, oh, you think you're better than everybody. You think you the shit. You think you got out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because I've gotten that before. But it's just literally about like.
Did you go back to your town where you grew up?
Yeah, I mean that's where my crib is. That's where my house is.
Word.
It's like it's the town over.
Gotcha.
But I still I'm not in touch with everybody as much because everybody's on their own life path.
Yeah.
But there are some people that I have came across, and you can tell I get both sides of the coin. Like, yo, I see what you're doing. This is dope. Yo, I like that what you did.
Yeah.
And then there's some other people like, yo, your shit is trash. You think you're better than everybody because you in New York.
Yeah.
Always going to New York.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like, yo, like you could do the same shit. Like you can get on the same train that I fucking get on. Just jump on the New Jersey trains and then go to New York and figure your shit out. Yeah. But some people, they don't even have the drive to go and do that.
This is the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they just,
you can't do it for anybody.
And I stopped. Like there were point in times where I really wanted to help people.
Same.
People that I really cared about. People that I know have something in them. Like you can see, you know how you can see the light in people, but they can't see it for themselves.
Yes.
Like I stopped doing that because you're taking out of my time. You know what I'm saying? Even though I pay, I like to do things that make me not think about time. I still value my time.
It's energy, right?
It's energy. It's also energy. But when I start noticing that you fucking with my time and you're wasting my time, I all love for you, but I'm staying away.
That's also like if these people are gonna do this, like they're gonna do it themselves, just like you did. How you
took that, you gotta figure your own shit.
It always happens.
Figure
like
it the fuck out.
No one ever gives you a ticket and then they're like, I'm gonna do this shit.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? All I'm here to do is help build. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Just like how you guys are doing your own thing. You guys have this own fucking podcast. Like I didn't help y'all do this, but I'm out here doing my own thing, and then we just.
That's how it works.
That's just how it's supposed to be.
You're right. Yeah. This is really cool, man. I'm thinking about now, like I went back home. I don't go home much to my hometown where I grew up. But I along this like how people perceive you now. Yeah. From the past. Where you're at now. Yeah. I did feel very early on, like when I started to do shit and when like the Rose Garden came out.
Yeah, Mr. Amazon over here. You want Amazon? You think you good? Amazon Prime?
No, bro. But I felt a lot of love, man. I was like, oh wow. Like I didn't think people from town gave a fuck about me at all.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I saw like a response, and I was like, "Wow, people actually still
it's genuine love.
They genuinely care about
love.
me." And I felt loved, and I was like, "Oh man, that's really cool." And then it kind of fizzled away, and I was like, "Is that real? Is it?" And then I felt, and this could be me in my head, but like I felt like very much like it was just like we believe in you until the next thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get.
It's kind of like music. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like rap albums and shit. Like, okay, this was fire. But 2 weeks later, I want something new and it's got to be better than what you previously made. But like that, but I think that's just about how society has wired us for like multimedia and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's changed like over time?
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Like crazy, right?
Oh,
because I feel like back then, like if someone like gave you their word and were like, you know, I support your shit, then you're, you know, that's a bond that doesn't break.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like now like those kinds of bonds are just like recyclable now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's
same with music.
It's not it's not as much weight.
No.
Like the weight isn't as heavy anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like and I mean, hey, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. That's just how the game is. I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No matter. That's the thing is, no matter what, the way you're built. This is the cream rises to the top when it comes to whatever. I think that the way you're built and what you love and what you choose to do with your time puts you in a different place than other people. You are going to eventually be at a place you want to be because you never stop.
Right, exactly. And that's really what it is about not fucking stopping.
And people are surprised when you say something like that because they're like, oh, well, let's help each other out. Can you hook me up with because I want to do this much. Yeah. And it's like, bro, no, I don't think it's possible, dude, to do anything in this life if you're just putting in this much. Yeah. If you want it bad enough, if it's something that means you'll figure it out. It comes, I think it boils down to meaning. I think what is meaningful to you. Yeah. And if whatever it is, if it's music, if it's acting, if it's producing, whatever it is, if it means something to you, words are not going to show that. You are going to do something about it. Yep. And you will get there.
There was one time when I first moved to New York, one of my OGs, Mike Hands, shout out to Mike Hands. He had told me one time, I was just sitting in front of the stoop with him, and he was just like, yo, if you just do one good thing a day, and it can be anything. It could be calling an aunt that you haven't talked to in a while. It can be writing something that you feel like you need to get off your chest. It could be going towards whatever your career goal is. If you do at least one thing a day, you'll be all right. You'll be good. It doesn't have to be anything financial. It doesn't have to be anything like groundbreaking. But at least that one thing, you might fuck around and do 5 things in one day and you don't even fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the tortoise wins the race. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, it doesn't matter about how fast you get there. It's just about you going on that journey, because eventually you'll get to where you want to go. You just gotta stay.
Think of the path you've had so far, right? And we linked up through Playhouse West. Yep. So we're from totally different places, totally different, grew up different ways, different circumstances in life. Found a similar meaning in a similar thing that we love to do, and now we're on a podcast together, which is fucking weird, right? But
shit is nutty.
It's weird. Life is crazy. I'm thinking about when you got to Playhouse. How did that work out?
Like, how as far as like the training and shit like that?
I just want to know how you found it first.
Oh, so check it. It's really crazy because y'all know about HB Studios? Yes. So when I first came to New York, I was at HB Studios.
Got you. Ooh.
And I was there for like almost 2 years, and I was the dude I was the key student. I was shoveling snow for extra classes. I was that dude.
Yeah, I believe that.
And I started doing first technique there, which was really, really good. And because it was a part of the foundation, HB does Udahagen, which is a specific type of way. And after like the first class, the first technique, and it started getting more into scenes and doing all that kind of stuff. I learned improv there, which was really good. Carl Kissen, shout out to Carl Kissen.
Shout out. Merry Christmas.
But after that point, when you start to go more into depth about like character and feelings and all that shit, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, because you had all these older white dudes that like, I'm trying to understand what the fuck you're trying to tell me, and I couldn't fucking understand what the fuck they were trying to tell me. Like, I'm like literally like, I'm beating myself over the head because I'm trying to understand it, but nothing was clicking.
Yes.
So at that time, when I was shoveling snow for HB, doing their shit, I was working at a store called Lids down on Fulton Mall.
I love Lids.
Jim Parrett came in one day. Jim Parrett came in.
Oh shit. My bad. Jimmy came in.
Yeah, Jim came in. Shout out to Jim Parrett.
Shout out. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
boy.
He came in one day, and I was looking at him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? You looking for anything?" He's like, "Nah, man. I'm just looking at hats." And I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker look familiar." And I was like, I know him from somewhere, y'all. Like, I know him. And then I was like, "Oh shit, you're Hoyt from True Blood." And he's like, "Yeah, man." And then I was like, "Yo, like, I'm an actor. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Like, could you give me any advice on what like an up and coming actor can do?" And he was like, "I'll do you one better. I'm starting a school." And in my mind, I'm like, bullshit. He's fucking lying. But I'm like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, here, take my information. And I didn't hear from him. That happened in like around Christmas time, like right around like beginning of December when that happened. That spring/summer around like May, he hit me up on Facebook. He was like, "Yo, man, if you're still looking for a training program, we're going to have interviews and we're going to be talking on this day if you want to come through."
Word.
And I was like, all right, bet, I'm going to come check out. I heard him talk one time, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to give this shit a shot. Yeah. So I dropped HB because I was still going to HB between that time and that time. And I still felt the same way. Like, I'm getting stuff, but it's not, there's an understanding that I still am looking for.
Yes.
And I got that at Playhouse West.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And just the community alone was just so fire, bro. Like that hunger hunger in those classes and those students. Yeah, man. Say what you want about Jim and Andrea, but they set a tone, and they were able to talk to me in a way where I could understand the craft, and that's what I needed. That's what I needed. Thing. I couldn't get it anywhere else. I tried other places. I tried understanding it from other people. I tried reading the books, and they weren't fucking working for me. But then when I would go up there, give my best, internally take their notes, not like die by it, like how some people fucking do. Like I wouldn't do that, but I would be like, okay, this is what they're saying. Yes. Let me go from there and then work on that and then see where it goes from there. Yeah. You know, so it's still me. It's still me doing what I do. Yes. As Lance the actor. Yes. But coming from it from a lens of somebody that I can understand what the fuck they're saying when they're talking. Yes. And I needed that. So I got that from Playhouse, and I feel like that shit was just so valuable. For me. Valuable for me.
Same. I can have a similar we are. I didn't know the way you're talking. I feel like is the same way I'm thinking. Yeah. It was the same for me. It was the first time I felt like teachers were translating what I needed to work on in a way that I could understand. Yeah. And
that's what it is. Everybody learns differently. Yeah. And I didn't find anybody that was teaching me in a way that I could understand. I had an acting mentor, and he was a solid guy, but he wasn't speaking the right language. And I don't even think it's a color thing. I think it's an age thing. Yeah. For me, it was an age thing. Right. Because I went to other places, and they were a lot older. Right. And just, I guess, there was just something that I just couldn't grasp. Yeah. But I could grasp with Jim and Dre. And it was just off by then. Wow. Before then, I was nervous to call myself an actor. Same. But after finishing the program, or not even when the program was finished, in the process of doing the program, I became comfortable with considering myself an actor, a filmmaker, and all that shit. Bro. So like that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, it's real. Man.
It was that place, I think, that brought people that had that fire together really well.
Yeah, bro. Like it was a crazy. I think it was just one of those. It was just one of those things where like this pocket of just like gifts, you know, this pocket of people that were actually really talented. Yeah, like everybody in there, in some way, shape, or form, has the juice. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it was literally that. Mikey, quick question. I watched one. I just remember this, weird enough. You did an interview. You did the podcast with Ariel. Yes. And your birthday's June 17th. Yeah. My birthday's June 17th.
Whoa.
My birthday's June 17th.
My dog right there.
My God.
Wait, so we're all Geminis.
Yeah, you're a Gemini too. Yeah. Wow. What year were you born?
96.
92. Yeah. Yeah. It's fire. Yeah, man. Wow. That's crazy. That shit just came to my mind.
Wow, that's insane.
Geminis are the best actors.
Yeah.
I said it. Hot take.
Geminis are very artistic. There's a lot of artistic. Yeah. Tupac.
That's right.
June 16th.
Yes.
Biggie. Kanye
has my birthday.
Yeah, he has your birthday? Son? Are you going to be silver? You going to be silver? Spray yourself. But I mean, there's a lot of very talented Gemini.
Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm. Talking about Ariel, dude, I want to talk about his questions. He asked some questions.
Pacheco. That's what made me think, because he was the only one that didn't go to Playhouse West.
And
he was a part of the pocket.
I forget Ariel didn't go.
I forget sometimes too, because he was so in the mix. Yes. He was such in the mix. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, Ariel wasn't there. And when I thought about that, I was like, yo, I remember the podcast that you did. Your birthday's June 17th, right? That's so crazy. Shout out to Ariel.
Big shout out.
He's in he was in my other film. I'm always gonna try to get Ariel and whatever.
I love him.
He's so good.
He was in my last film before this. It was called The Wrong Ones, and he played my brother.
Dude.
Oh. Yeah, he was in my film called The Wrong Ones, which was pretty dope.
That was Blanda was in that too, right?
Danny was in it. Manu was in it.
Shout out.
That's it from Playhouse West.
I love that we got a fucking family of collaborators,
bro. Dude. It's such a like, a lot of people don't have it.
No.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of people people that do get to that realm of like blockbuster stars and shit like that. I don't like using that. Like they all came from the same place, like Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson, and a couple other ones were all in that same fucking pocket, auditioning for everything at the same time, and all grew as actors together. And I feel like that's the same thing with our podcast.
What's that saying, dude? If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
I never heard it, but I agree. I agree. I mean, to a certain degree, there's certain parts of the journey that you have to go alone.
Absolutely.
But just to keep the bond and the appreciation and the things that, it's good to have people that understand what the fuck you're going through.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I love my wife to death, but she doesn't understand it is to be an actor. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't understand the struggles that you mentally feel doing all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those.
Even being like, as not being an actor, like it still took me time to I'm still learning what actors are doing.
Yeah.
Like from all this shit, learning, like meeting all these people that you've been working with. Yeah. Like I've complete different perspective on it.
It's its own thing, and when you take it seriously, there's some depth and some shit in it that's just like, it's not overdone over in one conversation. It'll fuck with you sometimes.
Totally.
Yeah.
You I don't know how to say this. Doing this thing, the life that we've chosen to live, at least for this time in our lives, right? Yeah. It is a grind.
Oh yeah,
and we can say that for sure. It's a nonstop grind.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think again, boiling it down to what means something to you right now. This thing means the world to me, so I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, as much of a grind it is, but it does take a toll.
Yeah, it really does. And sometimes you put things aside that you shouldn't.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Family, health.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like all that kind of shit. Like it can become a blur.
Yeah.
If you let it.
Yes.
You know, but if you have people around you that are grounded, it's you can still do it, but the likelihood is a lot slimmer.
Yeah. I wouldn't trade it for anything right now.
I wouldn't either, man.
But
this shit is priceless.
Yeah, like I found myself like yesterday and 2 days ago or something like that. I remember telling you, I was like, man, I'm just fucking depressed.
Yeah.
I was like hit with like a wave of anxiety and depression. I'm usually pretty good. Yeah. I don't feel much depression or anxiety, but for some reason, I was getting in my head about working on Beyond the Horizon for callback for the Actors Studio.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
But I got in my own head. Yeah. And I was just like, I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
And then it became life is not where I want it to be yet. And then it just was like a spiral of
like I feel like
enough.
As I can relate to that 100% because as an actor, like I always beating myself up of not being where I want to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where like you see people that are doing it and they might not even be as good as you, but they're making a film. They got picked up for that shit, and that'll also fuck with you as well. But like it could fuck with you if you start playing the comparison game. You'll never be. I don't think you ever actually be where you think you're supposed to be.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Like, it's just like, but it's also good because like kind of pushes you to try to get somewhere.
Yes.
So I never throw that out.
Right.
Like it keeps you on your fucking toes.
Absolutely.
It prevents you from being comfortable.
Yeah.
Because once your ass starts getting fucking comfortable, it's so hard to get back in.
I know.
So like it's good to have it, but it's about fucking balance.
That's a part of me too. Is I'm never truly like. There's pocket of moments where I'm like, man, isn't this a beautiful thing we're doing right now? Yeah. I'm really fucking.
And that's
enjoying
important
this.
too.
Yeah. But that's important. That I'm not talking about it like that. I'm talking about like being comfortable as far as like for instance, when I first bought my house in Jersey, I got comfortable because I wasn't in New York all the time.
Right. Yeah.
That like I could like it starts to creep up. Like you're 25 years old. You got a house and a family. Most people that are 40 don't even got what the fuck going on.
Yes.
Maybe I can just stay back. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a little pocket in time where I started to feel comfortable, and that's too comfortable. Right. But like if you got some fire up under your ass, you won't be, you know what I'm saying? It won't be as bad,
yes, dude. I don't think there's ever a time where I'm like just like, well, there is times where pockets of time where I'm like, oh, I feel really good about where I'm at and everything I have and the people I'm with,
which is good.
But at the end of the day, there is like a little bit of a flame like kicking around in my gut. Like I'm just not exactly where I want to be just yet. And
You want to get there.
I think that's healthy. I think.
Yeah,
I think so too. I think so too.
I mean, I'd rather have something.
Me
than nothing.
too.
It's kind of like going up on right before you go up on stage. You better feel a little fucking nervous. You better feel a little nervous, because if you don't feel nervous at all, then there's something wrong.
You don't care.
There's something. There's something
something's
wrong.
up. Something's up.
Something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it's the same. It's the same. It's the same shit.
Yes.
It's all the same shit. You
That
better
never
have
goes
something.
away, huh?
Nah, not for me.
Me neither.
But you know what's funny? Did you watch the Dave Chappelle stand-ups?
Yes.
Yes.
And one of the stand-ups, he was like, I just come out here and I know it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Did you see that one? It was the one where he was in New York.
Yeah.
It's not the newest one, right?
No, I think it's the Equilibrium one. Or
It's been a while.
I know. I love him. I love him.
I love that shit.
It's the one where I think he's in New York and
He's the best.
He does.
He's got to be the best.
He's the greatest of all time. It's the one where he does the fishbowl, where he takes when he does a sketch where he talks about it's so easy. I write punchlines in a fishbowl and I take one out and then I'll make a joke just out of this punchline. That's how he opens it up. That's how he opens up the show for that specific special.
Damn, man.
And like he's pretty much talking about like this is nothing. And like I think that's a rarity because I don't feel like a lot of artists feel like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically you could, because homie he smashes it. And he's saying that he don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
But it's also he's putting that work.
Oh my god!
dude, like,
yeah,
I'm sure it gets
he's
to a
gone
point.
and he's gone on a ride.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone on a ride. He's a little ride, Africa and back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
yeah.
So like he's gotten to that point.
Yes.
Where you're right. Like not a lot of people have gotten to that point to where
Yes, sir.
they can probably be that comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I've been going back recently. I don't know why, going back to like old SNL and like Dangerfield and like Don Rickles and
Chris
like
Farley?
Pryor, Farley, like, and like they just go and like it's just somehow it just comes. It's like they're just talking to themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But they're just killing it.
Yeah, they got it. It's just something that they got.
Get to
What
that
Jim
point,
used
I
to
don't
say,
know.
he'd be like, if you put in enough time, eventually it becomes like
I think you just become it.
You there's gonna be a button that you could. I remember him saying something like that.
Yeah, it's
you
like
could
a switch or something that he would talk about where he can easily like channel it or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
like that takes time to get.
Oh
to.
yeah. I remember asking him something about like the 10,000 hour rule,
Yes,
and then he
yes.
started talking about that.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, but that's like with anything. Like
Yes.
as an actor, you know what you can tap into a little bit easier than others.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like it's the same shit.
Right.
Same thing.
Let me get Ariel's questions out of the way because I want to make sure we get to. I forgot to. We're having a good conversation.
Yeah, man.
So he wants to know, how do you handle wearing so many hats? How do you stay focused? I guess in terms of creating your own films, you're writing, you're directing, you're acting.
How do
you do it?
How do I do it? I mean, I was kind of put in a lot of different positions where I got tired of waiting for other people to make things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people that have really great ideas to make things, and I'm totally down to make them and do them, but I can't just rely on that. I can't just wait for my shit to come along, because if I do that, it'll either never come or it'll be too late.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I literally instilled in myself this way of being like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to make my own shit.
Yes.
I'm going to make my own shit because I'm on my own time. Like, cause waiting on somebody, you're going to start getting upset at them because they told you they're going to do this, or this is what's going to happen with this time. And just wait when I get this done.
Yes.
Then like, nah, I'm not like, okay, cool. We can do that. I'm ready for it, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. And you let me know when you're ready. And you got me. You got me. If I tell you that I got you, then I got you.
Yes.
And in the beginning, I kept hearing that. I kept hearing like right when I came to New York, yo, I want to do this, and I think you'd be great for it. And I'd be like, yeah, and I would put weight on it. I would put too much weight on it to the point where I'm like, damn,
Let down.
is it me? Yeah, I would get let down.
Yes.
And then that grew into, you know what? Like I'm gonna learn this shit myself. I'm gonna write my own shit.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna learn as I fucking go. And
Yeah.
then that's it. And it was the best thing for me to do, because now I have full control of my own shit. I can submit it into film festivals, I can network it, and I can put on different hats and be in different rooms with certain people. You're not just gonna see me in a room to audition as an actor. I can be in a room with a writer and just bounce off an idea.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying?
I love
like
this.
I have that shit now, and I didn't have that before.
I got them goosebumps.
Yeah,
dude.
bro, but that's
talking about
for
it.
real.
We're talking about
This shit is so fucking important. I got tired of people. I got tired of waiting for people.
Yep.
Time is so fucking important. You don't we die to fucking tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We die tomorrow. And I would be upset if I was like, damn, if I wasn't just waiting on so-and-so for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I could have made like 4 movies.
Yes.
No, I'm not doing that shit.
Yes.
Like whenever you're ready, we can do it. But until then, I'm going to do my own thing because I'm going to invest in myself. This is an investment for me.
Yeah.
And you're going to invest in yourself. And how you invest in yourself is how you invest in yourself. But I still have to invest in me. Because you're not making me your priority.
Right.
You know, I'm not your priority.
Right.
So I have to make myself my priority. So once I caught onto that super quick.
Yeah.
So
I remember when I got started going into the city a lot. You know, I was at Atlantic acting school.
Yeah.
I was just getting like little pieces of improv and little pieces of repetition and just starting to I don't know shit. But I wanted to work really bad. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was this director that was like I won't say his name, but he had made a film prior that I was a fan of, and I was like, oh man, like, and I reached out to him in some way, shape, or form. I auditioned for that film, didn't get it. That's what happened. And I remember the next film he was doing, he hit me up and he's like, you know, come audition. I was like, okay. And I put weight on it.
yeah.
And I was like, this is when it happens, right? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna be in a film.
Yep.
It's gonna go somewhere, and I'll be casting other things because of it.
Which sounds logical for somebody that doesn't know the fucking game.
Exactly.
That's that because A plus B is C, but we're not fucking with the alphabet here.
Exactly.
We're not fucking with the alphabet here. We got to equate like this.
Exactly.
This ain't math.
And I remember putting the weight on it, and like, you know, day one rolls by after the auditions, and you know, we had this great conversation. I thought it was a great audition, whatever. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but it just felt good.
Yeah.
Day one rolls by, no emails from the director. That's all good. He's probably whatever.
Yeah.
Day 2, and I'm checking my email, you know, every fucking 5 minutes. I remember it was building, and that
Did
weight,
all that.
and I was like, man, okay, he's got to be busy. He's got to do day 3, day 4, day 5, and I'm going crazy, and I'm like, I told my family like this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it was a big lesson man, for me. I didn't get it, and I was just like, that film was made, and thank God
You wasn't a part of it, right?
Yes.
Dodging them bullets, bro.
I feel like everything truly in this journey that I've had, it's crazy. The places I've gone, and the 20-year-old Dave is looking at 29-year-old Dave and saying, "What?
Yeah.
You've done
Like,
what?"
no way.
And yes. And the things that I didn't get, and the things that I thought pushed me farther away from what I wanted, were actually bringing me closer to what I wanted.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, but that's how life goes. Yeah,
It is.
That's how life goes.
And when you think
so many disappointments will set you up for some really solid shit.
Truly, man.
You know?
When I'm looking at my own eyes. So to me, these things in this body, in this moment, may seem like a setback.
Yeah.
But truly, like when I look back at my what I thought were missteps or negative moments, like they only put me in a better position to be at where I'm at now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that can like. For everything as far as film is concerned, like I too have had those problems with like I definitely got the role, and not hearing from them, and I've also gotten that same thing with making a film. There was this with the last film, The Wrong Ones with Ariel. I had my whole cast ready except for Danny and Christian were supposed to come. Shout out Danny and Christian. Christian had broke his hand the day that I was shooting my film.
I remember this.
And I had to change everything for it. And in the moment when I got the call that he broke his hand, he was a very important role.
Yes.
And when I found out he broke his hand, like the world like crumbled on me.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, like this isn't. So the film didn't come out the way that I wanted to make it. I adapted and I kept it moving and I made something.
Yeah.
For what I had from what happened, I made a pretty decent film.
Yeah.
But that prepared me for The Opportunist.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's lessons in life that you just got to keep going. What does Adam say? It was written.
It was
you know what I'm saying?
written.
That's what Adam says. So
Shout out.
shout out to Adam Louder. It's I believe that shit. I really believe like all this shit is just obstacles that we're meant to go through, and some of them were meant to fail so we can learn from the ones later on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if the wrong ones didn't go as good as I wanted, if it went as good as I wanted to, I wouldn't have put as much caution and as much care into The Opportunist.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I came into a similar situation like that in The Opportunist, but I was able to deal with that problem a lot easier than the first time around. So it's just like it's shit that's just setting up for you. It's like what you were saying before. Like it's just the path that you're on.
Yes,
it might take a while for you to get there, but you'll get there.
I believe that deeply. I believe that deeply, man.
Yeah, man.
Fucking beautifully put, Lance. Lance Barrett, episode 48.
I'm gonna write a book one day.
I love it.
Please do.
You will.
You will.
You definitely will.
Wow. So another Ariel question. Ariel wants to know how you balance your family life and your creative life, your artistic life. If there has to be any balance.
Yeah, I mean,
just push it all aside.
I just shelf one and do the other.
Yeah,
That's another way of doing it.
Oh, you know what's crazy though? I asked that same exact question to John Bernthal when he came to Playhouse
that.
West.
Oh,
I asked him that question. Dude, I asked him that. He was like, yo, that's a good question. And pretty much...
He has a family. He's got a whole fucking...
He's got a whole family. Fucking doing the Punisher.
I remember you asking that.
Yeah, bro. That was like my thing. Like, because that was like the beginning. That was like the beginning of it. And I kind of go... I took his words very... I listened to exactly what he said. He pretty much said that when he's with his family, he's with his family. He's not thinking about acting. He's not doing anything. And he said something really crazy that like, I wish like I recorded it or some shit, like had my phone on record or some shit. But he was talking about how like when he's working on a role, like he locks himself in a room and he'll do the work. So he's not distracted. But when it comes time to play a certain character that is completely opposite of his family, that he wouldn't be around with his family, he thinks of a disc. He thinks of a disc that he's gonna put in his brain. Oh, remember that?
Right, yes.
He puts like a disc in it. He thinks about he imagines like him having a disc and putting it in his brain, and then him being programmed to be that character.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. So like it gets in, and I took that very heavy because that was the first sign of me thinking like, yo, I can have a family and I can do acting. That was a spark for me. But like what's kept me going, it was that, but also just like figuring it out and being true with myself. You know what I'm saying? And also being true with my family and my partner. Like I have the type of partner that'll allow me to have us be together, us be married, but me really live in New York while she lives in New Jersey and takes care of the kids. Like that's my tribe. And I have somebody that's in my corner that lets me do this because they know that I care about this to that degree and they have faith in me. So if I didn't have the right kind of partner, I wouldn't, it would have went south. Something would have went south, whether my acting or the family or whatever. And it is a struggle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. It's a lot of hats to put on. It's a lot to remember. It's a lot to try to organize and get done. Money wise, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to do stuff for your family, but you also want to put money aside for the film. You want to get a computer to edit. You know what I'm saying? You want to put time to the side for yourself so you can write. You want to brainstorm. You want to, it's a lot. But through time, and I'm still learning as I go, but as time goes on, you learn to pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And going back to that thing inside of you, whatever that guides me to do is what I'll do. Like when I came back to New York, when we bought the house, I stayed in New Jersey for like a year and some change. And then me and my wife just had a talk, and she was like, yo, if you like, because that was like probably my lowest point as far as depression, is like me not being in New York and not being in the mix of acting. She was like, yo, like, why don't you just try to go back? And right when she said it, I was like, all right, I'm going to find a way to make it work. And we made it work. Like all throughout the past year and a half of me living in New York, I never missed a week without seeing them. Talked to my wife every single day. Yeah. Whatever she needed from me, it was done. Say no more. Wow. It's just about just doing it and choosing your battles. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot fucking hard. Yeah, it's really hard. Beautiful. But it's just that's just what it is.
She saw that in you and she said, you know what?
and I was real with her from the jump. I just told her, I was just like, yo, like, don't get too comfortable because this acting shit is first. But she was a real one and she thugged it out. You know what I'm saying? And she waited for me. You know, she waited for me. So and she got it.
Yeah,
she got it for that.
yeah,
like, I can't knock that.
Yeah, you got a partner in life that says,
man,
like,
I gotta
I believe in you, and I want you to, even if it means going to live in the city for a couple days a week.
Yeah, she's putting all her eggs in a basket. I don't know if I'm really gonna do it, but she's like, I don't want to work no more, so you better do this.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, like that's just what it is. It's not just one thing, but it's a lot to juggle, bro. Like
it is.
I sometimes get envious of people that are just doing day-to-day shit. Like they go on trips. You know, they spend more time with their family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They get to do a lot of the shit. And there's moments where I'm like, damn, like I can just drop this shit right now.
You could.
Vice versa, whether it's family or acting. You know what I'm saying? You could. Like, hey, it is, but I don't. There's nothing in me that wants to give up both.
Yeah.
And until that day comes, which I hope it doesn't, but there is a possibility I want to give up acting. I'm gonna ride the wheels. I'm riding until the wheels fall off. It's just what it is.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah,
me too. I feel that too. I feel like all I can make decisions on is how I feel now.
Right.
And
that's
where
it.
I'm at now in my life.
Yeah.
I feel I have that
How
fire.
you gonna feel tomorrow?
deep. I don't.
You could wake up tomorrow and be like, you know,
I'm done with this
I want to
thing.
be a surgeon.
Right, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Straight up.
Like whatever.
I could have a kid and be like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I
You
could-
really could.
And I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when that happens. I don't know how I'm gonna feel again tomorrow. Where I'm at now, this is how I feel. I feel like I want to do this the rest of my life, and
that's what you go by.
and I want to provide. I want to provide for my family with it.
Yes.
And if I can, I will.
Yeah.
And I do believe in all of us. I believe in our group of friends. I believe that what we do is
someone's gonna pop.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna pop. I have no doubt in my mind.
I truly believe that.
Someone's gonna pop.
I
put my last dollar.
I tell you all the time.
Someone's
do.
Someone's gonna pop.
Yeah.
I really
100%.
fucking believe that, and it's gonna take one of us.
It just takes one.
Yeah.
But it's just about when.
I believe.
Win.
Yeah.
You never know when, but the thing is that everybody just keeps doing what they do and just keep it moving. That's
Absolutely.
It. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the people that I haven't even talked to in like a long time from that same group.
Yes.
They got it too. And in some way, shape, or form,
They got the juice.
They got
bro.
it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
It's gonna take. I mean, we're stronger in numbers, and I think that's what was so cool about us all coming together and learning together in the same place. We grew so much. I think as people, and then as artists, second. And then we did it together, which was really cool. And now, like, you know, you met Carlotta, and Carlotta was in the film we just did. And she was in your class. And I got to do some shit with her, and I was like, fuck it. If
she's
just
fire,
dude. But I'm watching her in the scene. I'm watching her while we're acting, and I caught myself watching her, and I was just like,
me too, dude.
what the fuck, man? What's it gonna take?
I was on audio. I'm just sitting there.
What's it gonna take, bro, for like Carlotta to be like the next? It don't make no sense that it hasn't happened.
Yeah, it's just about timing, bro.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Stars aligning.
That's what it
It's
is.
just about stars aligning.
But we keep doing our own thing.
That's it.
We get cast in other things from time to time. We don't have control in none of that. It's gonna happen when it happens. But I do believe I would tattoo that on my skin somewhere. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean,
At least in my heart, I believe that.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, and I think the key word is believe. Like, even with yourself.
Yes.
Like, I believe in myself.
Yes.
And
yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
that's just how it
Yes.
goes.
You have a very strong self-belief.
I
feel that.
Yeah, bro. Like, if I didn't,
Yes.
it would have been a rap a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But but the reason why I have that is because like I would have moments of not believing myself, and I would think that I was tripping, and be like, look, that happened. Like, you spoke it into existence, or you thought about doing this, or other kind of stuff. Like, like all that shit. Like all that shit is real. Like I've had too many moments of telling myself like, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it, and actually executing it, to not have this much belief in myself. You know what I'm saying?
That came with Playhouse for me. I didn't have it before.
I had it before.
You did?
I had it before. Like
You know what? I had a false idea of what I was and what I could do.
Yeah.
And then my wife would be like, you gotta put some work in.
Yeah.
She was the only one that was real with me and was like, you could do better.
Isn't it crazy how like your girl or your partner is the only one that's real with you, and it might even fuck with you. It might be a strike to your ego.
It was 100%, bro. But like I look back, dude. This is crazy. This is fucking weird. I'm gonna share something now. Back, you know, when I was in college, I was like in my first school play. It's my first shit I was doing, and like someone came up to me after the show. I was like, "Hey, great job!" Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "See, oh my god, this is crazy."
Acceptance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then you keep doing it. And then I did my first student film, whatever. I'm like, check it out, whatever. And I'm dating my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And she saw I had this premiere for this film that I wrote.
Yeah.
And it was like the first thing I ever did that I acted in and wrote. And I had my buddy Carl direct.
Yeah.
And it was trash.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And it meant a lot to me. And I thought it was good. And she looked at me after the premiere and she started crying and she was like, I'm sorry, I know this means a lot to you, but like, this isn't good.
She kept it a buck.
She kept it a buck.
And
thank God for her doing that, man, because I wouldn't have met you.
So that's what made you go to Playhouse.
Yes.
Wow.
I got out of college. I went to the city, started trying to learn something about acting. So I went to Atlantic. After I left Atlantic, I was working because I started working a full-time job in the city. And so that took all my fucking time. And then for that year, basically, I was in that depressed place that you were talking about where I wasn't doing acting at all. And I felt like I had more in the tank and I could learn. I just need to learn something. I know I can do this. I believe I can do this. I believe in myself. But I need someone to translate that shit to me. I need to get it from somebody. We got tickets as a gift to Sea of Mice and Men.
Oh, okay. That's what Jim was working on at the time.
That's right. Watched Jim do his thing. And I was like, who's this dude with the rope? Looked him up. Saw he had the school.
Oh, really? So I never even seen a website.
Yeah. So I was researching everything at my job, and that's all I would do is like, where do I go study? Where do I learn?
Yeah.
So after the show, I was crying to her, and I was like, what do I do? She says, go to this interview. I went to the interview. So she told me to go.
Oh, that's what's up.
I was in a dark place. I was like,
man.
I don't know if
it's hard to find ride or dies like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like the other day when I right before I sent y'all the rough.
Yeah.
She wasn't even watching it, but she could hear it. And she was like, you're just too flat. You're so flat
wow.
Like, why are you so flat?
Wow.
And I was like, I think you would be really good in doing something else in film. She wasn't saying it exactly like that, but she was being she was keeping a buck and she was doing hard criticism.
Yes.
In a way where like because she knows I'm a little sensitive when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
But like she was pretty much just saying like, listen, like I know that you can do really good stuff because she came and saw like the
that's
play
where
that
it stems from, dude.
Yes.
Is that they see what you can do.
Yeah, she knows the potential, but she's like, yo, you can do better, but I'm saying in this film, you're not as expressive as you should be. Right. And I'm like,
and they're on the outside too.
Yeah, and they're on the outside, and that's kind of what I had to tell her. Like, I take what she's saying seriously, because there's some truth behind what she's
100%.
saying. I'm sorry if am I talking to that?
No, you're good.
Are we good? Yeah,
we're good.
There's some truth behind what she's saying, but another thing that she's not taking into consideration is that I wrote this, I directed this, and I'm acting in this, and I have to make sure everything is aligned correctly. This is my money that I'm putting into it. Yeah. So when you have all these different hats, back to what Ariel was saying, and then I'm making sure everything's aligned, right? And then action, I have to act. That's a fucking lot, and that can take a toll on you too.
Yeah, 100%.
The acting in the Opportunist, I think the acting was good in the Opportunist, and I think the story is good in the Opportunist. But it would probably be better if I had somebody that I can go to direct. If I had somebody that was being a script advisor.
100%.
If I had all that, I didn't have that. Yes. I didn't have that. Yes. So like
those are luxuries.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that ain't in my budget.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's things like that she didn't understand.
Yeah.
But there is truth to what she's saying.
Absolutely.
Like she's more on like now she wants me to do more voiceover work.
Whoa.
Because like she knows like all day when I'm at the house, I play with the kids and I'm making all these crazy voices and shit. Yeah. And I've always wanted to do it, but I've never really thought about doing it. Yeah. But like she's like, yo, I think you should really try to do.
It's a whole other world.
It's a whole other world. At one day that I do want to explore. But it's good to have those kind of people. Yeah, whether they're your partner or your brother or your parents or whatever. Like take what they're saying. And
she was the only one, man. She was the only one that was like
it's real.
Gotta find my day one, dude.
Yeah. You're on your way, dude.
She's listening, right?
Yeah, dude. You're on that Tinder experiment right now, bro.
What?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You might not talk about that?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong.
There's an update. Mikey's been.
We're updating right now.
Well, are we allowed to talk about that or no?
I get.
It's on you. we don't have to.
Well, if you're gonna say it.
No, I'm not gonna. It's on you. It's on you.
Mikey's talking.
I just want.
And all I'm gonna say is good news.
It's good news.
Okay. And it's a good thing.
Cool. So Mikey's been on Tinder and on with Bumble. Hinge.
Hinge is a good one.
Because we both never used it.
Yeah.
I never used it either.
Yeah. And I was never.
And like.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Don't understand it.
It was before my or after my time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a polyamorous relationship. So
Whoa.
my wife identifies as a lesbian. So we have that kind of open thing. So I know, I know Hinge and Bumble and all that shit. I'm not on it like that.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife identifies as a lesbian.
Wow.
Like she's like, yeah.
Got you.
Mm-hmm. So like
Dude,
we have
a whole podcast about it too.
I did not know this.
But not like we have that. So so did you just started? Like,
It's been like a couple months. Like I started it and then I was like, because I never understood it.
It's kind of annoying and it's like it's weird. Like it's like you like people don't really look like what they look like in their pictures. Yeah. People are putting up a front. People acting like some people are acting like they want a long-term relationship when they don't.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
It's a lot of like you're sorting through some like just
and then also when you're talking to people, like they might take what you say out of context when you're messaging them. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know,
and it always gets to the point where like I'm talking to someone and I'm feeling like if it's feeling good. Yeah, and then you're like, oh, you want to like whatever meet somewhere, do something, grab a coffee, grab some food, whatever. Then it's just like
people get cold feet. Yeah. But it's also the kind of day and age that we're in because we're so hooked up on social media that when it comes time to actually meet somebody in person, it's like, sorry, I can't make it. My
human
puppy
interaction,
died.
Human interaction. No, thank you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some like when I would like talk to girls, they would like just mostly in person. Yeah, like that meetup shit. Like I've tried it, but it doesn't really
go far.
It doesn't really go any far. It doesn't really do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the good thing is like, and like usually like for Tinder I have it, but like I don't really go on it because I'm like my notion of Tinder's like, oh, it's more like kind of grimy and like
I mean it has a whatever.
Yeah. But from all of them, like I don't know why, like the past like 2 days ago, some like chick popped up and we matched, and I was
let's say woman.
Sorry.
Are you one of those where you don't like to say chick?
I'm saying because I want to respect her because this could work out.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
Old lady got mad at me one time because I was telling the story and I started off, there was this one time where this chick and she was like, don't you dare say that.
Oh, you're right.
Do you talk about this?
Huh? What do you mean?
You're saying like a story about a chick.
You know what? There was one time when I was telling a story and I started off with this chick and this old lady got really mad, like, don't you dare say that.
It is kind of like
I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it, but okay. If it offends you, then I don't want to say.
Well, there was this woman. There's this woman that was talking, and we randomly matched, and like her bio just had pictures and an Instagram account and like no bio. Okay. And I was like, she's beautiful. So I just said, hey, you're beautiful. Yeah, you look great. Yeah. She's thanks. And we just started talking like, every day, just like slow and just like about like movies and shit and all this stuff.
How long has this been going on?
It's been like a week.
You didn't tell me nothing until today.
Well, it's like the beginning of the week. He's hurting. Like 5 days. Because I wanted to let it fizzle out, all right? I want to test the waters and then I'll let you know.
There you go. Thought I'd jinx it.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, shit. I knew it.
No, I'm kidding. Right. You remember the other day at work, dude?
Yeah, but you didn't tell me. That's what I'm saying. I was with you at work 2 days in a row. You didn't tell me nothing.
It's fine. That's funny.
But it's just weird, man. It's not. I don't think. I mean, I think it works for some people, and I think it doesn't work for some. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a good option to have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's so weird because once you match with somebody, you're like, hey, like, what's up? This might work. And then it just doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. It just doesn't.
It's because I feel like it doesn't, bro. To do that on the internet, bro, is tough.
Yeah, and guys make it hard for other guys.
For sure.
Like all they do is some dudes out here sending dick pics.
Yeah, I'm out here thinking about how like what the chicks feel like. Yeah. I'm like, this must suck, dude. Look at her pictures. I'm like, dude,
their inboxes are fucking crazy. My wife, she's on. Have you ever heard of FetLife?
No.
So FetLife is like this thing where like think of it as like it's like a Facebook where you make a profile, but it's a whole bunch of different. It's like a Facebook where a lot of people are into a lot of kinky shit.
Oh,
right?
Oh,
and
okay.
like so when you make the profile,
Oh, it's fetish life.
yeah, it's fetish life. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, I never even thought. Yeah, that's what that's what it's fetish.
We got to
for.
make a new profile.
Yeah. So like, so it's so when you go through it, right?
Damn, you can pick your fetish and
you go through a questionnaire.
Got you.
And that questionnaire, like,
This is the 18 and over, 21 and over.
Really
part of the
missionary.
podcast.
Yeah. they ask you all these questions, like, yeah, like, what do you like? What kind of shit do you like to do? What kind of wild shit? And then like they put you in a category.
Yeah.
And like whether you're like a dom or a sub or you're vanilla. Vanilla's like
Vanilla's
You're
Last
vanilla
shit.
for sure.
I ain't no
dude.
vanilla boy.
You're vanilla.
Back up.
Sure, bro.
But like I made one and she already had one, so I made mine and I'm thinking, okay, cool. Well, there's gonna be some fucking freaks on here.
Yeah.
I ain't getting nothing. But when I look on hers, a whole bunch of shit that's not even open, and it's crazy, bro. Like women go through it, like
Dude.
women go fucking through it.
Me and my wife made one together at Tinder like one night just for fun.
Yeah,
Just to see what would happen.
To see what would happen. Yeah.
And I remember like we're 10 minutes in. Minute 1 for her was like bling, 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 bling,
Yep,
bling,
yep.
bling, 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 like 20 matches. I remember for 10 minutes I had like 4 matches. I was like,
Imagine
what
in
the
that time I was on it and I was like, uh-oh.
Dave, Dave, no, no, but that's, dude. I don't know, like, so I don't even bridge this conversation, but I'm just super curious.
Yeah.
So like, so you guys openly speak about? Do you speak about? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, we talk about it,
and that's good, and it's all good.
Yeah, like she came in for the jump, like telling me
Saying that I want to be in a
Yeah.
polyamorous relationship.
Well, she didn't come off saying that, but
Okay.
she came off like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that I'm a lesbian." I'm like, "All right, so how does that work?" And then like, so why the fuck are you into me? And she was like, "It's not about you sexually. It's about like a mental thing. It's like your energy."
Wow.
And I always just accepted it for that.
Yeah.
And also, I personally, this is just me, but I feel like that. So she's more of like, she's not really she looks like a femme, but she has dominant like characteristics.
Got you.
And she's not being dominant on me. I can't be sub for her. I can't be submissive.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's tried. It's not working.
Right,
Like,
right.
It's just, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
So like I've always been open to like, yo, whatever you need to scratch that itch that I can't get, you can go for it. So like it just grew from there.
Wow.
Now it's not like some like, oh, I'm just going out here just fucking anything that I want. It's more of a conversation that builds up to that. If I really like somebody, I can have that conversation with my wife and we can talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
That is wild.
Yeah. Like
That is really cool.
yeah. Like, I mean, I appreciate my relationship. I really do. I really fucking do.
It's like you guys got each other 100%.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're so much so that you're open to expressing if you do have a love for something else or a like for something else.
Yeah. Like
Someone else.
yeah. Like, so my, no, what's that? Yeah, no, yeah, it's really cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. Well,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We gotta like have you back and talk about all this.
Right?
Yeah, again.
How long
We'll do it
ago?
for
I didn't know
two.
this. I didn't know this.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm ready whenever y'all are. Man.
Wait. So I want to read something.
You got something else?
Well, there was
Because we're like an hour 30, dude.
Are we really?
Yeah, man.
Damn. Lance,
Bro,
we're
told
here
you.
for a minute.
Just told you.
Hey, life is an ocean, and almost everyone's hanging on to some kind of dream to keep afloat. Ooh. That is from the Spectacular Now.
Hold on, real quick. Fucking crazy shit.
Yes.
So I have a.
You are here.
Real quick, one of the films that I'm gonna make soon is I don't have a concrete.
I'll do it.
Yo, I don't know if you can work, but we're gonna. Well, listen.
Okay.
You might work. You might actually work, but check it. This is the thing.
Okay.
I want to make a film about a cult. Ooh. I want to make a film about a cult, but this cult is gonna be like on some other shit. It's gonna be a cult of people.
Okay.
And it surrounds themselves. Their thing are waves, like with their hair.
Oh shit.
So like
we need to.
yeah, I got wavy hair.
Yo, if you
There's
get,
just like,
yeah,
shit's
if
wavy.
you get, if we can get you some waves, but like
cut your hair, though.
you would be dealing with this cult of people that like have do rags on, wearing t-shirts, and then like the ceremony is somebody taking their do rag off and showing their waves. Like it's just fucking nutty. I need you to send me that quote because I'm building the storyboard right now.
Yes.
And all the characters. A lot of the characters that are deep into the cult are gonna say like water quotes. Woo. They're gonna say fucking crazy water quotes. Like there's one.
I love this.
There's like one.
You should have Dave as like the photographer for the cult.
I should
He's
be
like the social media rep.
a journalist. It's coming.
Social media rep.
Yo, like there's like you know Bruce Lee's like crazy water.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I have that one. There's this one that I like really like. It's I don't know how I'm gonna mix this, but it's like I'm gonna find somebody to just pick to say this fucking line. Thousands,
Ariel Pacheco.
Maybe thousands have lived without love, not one without water.
Damn.
Oh my god, like this is just the way. Just seeing some dude with waves and believing like this shit. It was just like it's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be hilarious,
bro.
So like thank you for sending me that.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna give you one last question, and I'm gonna
Boom.
take from this book of questions. Shout out,
I have one of those. I just never ran it.
I hate this
Me
book.
too. I use it for questions.
I hate
That's smart.
I hate this
That's
book.
smart.
Okay. You
I
hate
told
it.
myself I was
You
gonna
hate
write
this
that
thing.
shit, and I never did.
I know, me too. Okay. Think of a celebrity you would like to have dinner with.
Ooh, dead or alive?
Let's
Or
make
both.
up the rules here. Alive. Let's say alive.
Alive?
Yes.
If it was dead, I'd
Probably be Shia LaBeouf, to be honest.
That's mine.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Really?
Yeah.
Were you there when Shia LaBeouf came and spoke?
I missed it.
Oh, man.
I came to school after.
That was dope. That was a good one.
I saw Burnt on and seen. He was the shit.
Yeah, he was fire.
He dropped knowledge on.
He dropped some jewels. He dropped some really good jewels. He gave me. He let me like he dropped the jewel. What I got from that talk was like just not to like not give a fuck isn't the right word, but just like just
Not
stay
ask for
true to
permission
you.
and just
Yeah, something like that. It's been so long, but it was like something of that nature. It was really dope. Somebody alive, a celebrity that is alive. If you would have said dead or alive, it would have been Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been Tupac for sure, hands down. Alive, fuck.
The Pac or Biggie conversation. You go Pac.
Oh, fuck. I want to change my answer, dude.
If you said Pac or Biggie, fuck. Influence Pac.
Yes.
Lyrically Biggie.
Got you.
Alive.
I'm with you, Lance.
Yeah, bro. That's like easy. If I had to have dinner with somebody that is alive. Fuck, this is so hard. All right. I'm gonna
feel like
say
you're going
three, and then I'm gonna narrow it down.
Shit. Okay, go ahead.
Will Smith, Denzel, and
Bang.
oh man. I mean, I don't want to say Samuel Jackson, but he's up there. I don't know. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey.
That'd be a they all would be great.
Yeah.
Will Smith, Denzel.
Yes.
Okay, so boom, narrow it down. I
I have a feeling who you're gonna go with.
I mean, it's gonna be Will. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
It's gonna be Will. Will has so much influence,
Oh,
like Fresh Prince, all that shit.
Yeah.
But I would have different conversations with all.
for sure.
yeah, man.
You're going in with a mission too, right? Like you're going by choosing who you're picking. You're going in with the intention, like think of you getting ready for this dinner. You'd be going in with an intention of like this. I need to ask this specific thing. Dude.
Yeah, but you don't want to be thirsty either.
Well, 100%, 100%.
So how was it?
Dude, I'd be fucking thinking of every scenario. Like
I
a
know.
psycho.
There was this reminds me of one of the interviews with one of them, Denzel, Will Smith, or Eddie Murphy or somebody. I forget who it was, but inside the actor's studio, Eddie Murphy's another one, bro. One of them said on how to pursue or how to act or something to keep in your mind. This like 4 or 5 of your favorite actors that came to come and see you work, and then think about them talking about your performance after it's done. Whoa. Right? Isn't that fucking nutty? I got to find which one it is. I got to think what actor that was. But yeah, like that's like so I've always thought of it like that. Like whenever I make something, or if I'm doing theater, like what if the juggernauts, the people that I look up to, watched it, and what would I want them to say about my performance after it's done if they're in a cipher talking about it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
I do. I'm gonna. That's something I'll actually remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, bro. I heard it that one time and I was like, "Fuck, that's true. That's so right,
dude."
Yeah, like that, and that's kind of that molds you. Hearing shit like that molds you.
Yes.
Fuck, like goosebumps. Right now.
There it is, dude. It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
This shit made me think of another question.
Yeah.
If you could be a fly on the wall on any thing in history, like watching a person, watching an actor, watching anyone, what the fuck would that be, dude?
Dude, it might be Brando working on Streetcar in the theater before it premiered, like working on that, watching them like in the run of that, watching him work, dude.
Yeah, that's
young fucking 21-year-old Brando.
That'd be crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about Brando really until Playhouse.
Yeah,
I didn't know about Brando until Playhouse.
Yeah.
What about you? If you were a fly on the wall,
this goes back to my fucking just producing like beats, dude. Just J Dilla working on shit.
Yes,
just anything, dude.
Okay.
Fuck, man.
To be in that studio.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? Because my fly on the wall wouldn't be anything with the craft. I would like to be a fucking like if I can like anything like see like when like Egyptian was being made, when Egypt was being made with the pyramids and shit.
That's me, dude.
That would
Getting away from the.
There ain't no walls though.
Yo, bro, like
fly just buzzing around.
Yeah, there ain't no walls. Maybe inside the tombs or some shit. I don't fucking know. But it with the craft, I would probably if I can be a fly on a wall. I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. It might come up to me in a second.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
There's so many. You could choose 20 of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot. I gotta think about that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man.
Well, hold up. The Opportunist is coming out.
Yes.
What are we looking at with this? Are we going to be submitting to?
Oh, it's getting fucking submitted everywhere that's in my budget.
Okay.
So, yeah. So the plan is for it. The plan for it is to put it out to the masses, so everybody can see it. Wow. And then if you can donate, cool. If not, all good. But also, I'm going to be submitting.
We'll link your Cash App too.
Yes.
We'll link all that.
And then putting it in film festivals to network. I have a couple film festivals that I naturally put my shit into that I have a really good relationship because of great area and all that stuff. So they'll probably end up picking it up. So that's good. And then just building from there and going into new festivals, trying to reach out instead of the tri-state, because I normally put my shit in the tri-state because I can get to it. I don't like going to film festivals and putting in the shit when I can't be there.
Go.
But I'm trying to stretch out and try to go other places. So other people can see it.
And we'll show a clip of it right now.
Boom.
Ooh.
Would you like to try a sample, sir?
Yeah, sure. What is that, chicken?
Yes, it is. We just opened our new location, Finger Lickin' Chicken.
Oh, well, I hope they washed their hands before they started cooking the chicken.
They did.
Oh my God, this is so
It's
good.
good, right? This is our honey glazed chicken.
Oh man, where are you guys located?
We're just on the corner on the left there.
Okay.
Corner there.
Good. What is this? What is it, a chain restaurant?
It's one sample per person, sir.
Come on.
One sample per person.
What, are you serious? Come on, let me just get one more.
One sample per person, sir.
I just want one more. I don't
How
want
many
one
pieces
meal.
of chicken do you have in your hands?
4.
Okay, and it's one sample per person, so you've already reached your max. I don't think you need more chicken.
What are you, the sample police?
Yes.
You preventing people from eating too much pigeon meat?
I'm not doing this today.
How much did they pay you for this?
Much more than you. I'm not out here trying to steal chicken samples.
It's free.
One sample per person, sir. Don't fuck with me.
Oh, this bitch.
If we can.
That was awesome. No.
That's fucking amazing.
Real quick, when I did watch, because I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just want to say, big fan of yours and your work.
Thank you.
Work
appreciated,
ethic
my
and your acting, I think, is awesome.
Thank you.
I think the thing that stood out about it to me, watching you do your thing, was you have such a, I think it's from your self-belief and also your craft. You've earned this.
Yeah.
You are an actor and an artist.
Yeah.
But like watching you go from moment to moment and scene to scene, there's nothing rushed. There's nothing forced. It's all happening in the moment with the person in front of you as we were taught. And I could just see the hours you put into it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Huge fan.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one good thing about this time around was it just felt really good. Like everybody that came onto this project, everybody that I had do what, like it was full open arms and the energy was just so on point. And that means a lot. Like there was a lot of moments where a lot of things could have went south, but the team that I have assembled was a team that wasn't impatient, wasn't trying to leave early, really sticking it out and building with me and allowing me to be the head of this ship.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They knew that this was my ship and they had faith that I could run it. But I also feel like it takes a village. So I would take into consideration what everybody had to say and built it. So it's not necessarily even my project. It's everybody that worked on it because everybody put in their 2 cents and told me what they thought would be the best way to do it. And I would definitely take all that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm excited for the future, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. Episode 48 of the You're Here podcast.
Boom.
Mikey, take us out, bro.
You got anything else you want to plug? You good? We'll have everything in the description. Check it out, guys listening, everyone.
Any shout outs?
Socials, anything, whatever.
Well, shout outs to my wife. That's my ride or die. Shout out to the family.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Happy holidays.
Instagram is Lambo Lance.
Bang.
Cash App is Blankbook92, BLANKBOOK92.
Support
your boy. And yeah, man, just thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, man. You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, bro. Yo, every time I got some shit,
let's go.
I'm coming through.
Yes,
I don't want to
sir.
just come up here and just talk. I feel like I'd be wasting y'all's time.
No, never,
yeah,
dude. But
man.
yeah, but keep bringing your shit.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure.
Let's go.
For sure.
Let's go.
Fuck.
The goal has been put down. 2020 is right around the corner, baby. Let's get it.
Going hard 2020. Like that's the whole thing. I feel like a lot of people are gonna go it's how it's like new year, new me type of shit.
Yeah.
I really feel like 2020 is gonna be that decade where people will like really
Remember it.
apply pressure.
Yes,
Just apply pressure.
Full court press, dude.
Yeah, for real. I think it's gonna start off like right in the beginning. I think music wise, film wise, I think a lot of people have been waiting for 2020.
Yes, sir.
And they're gonna apply pressure. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Apply that pressure.
I just got some anxiety.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey. But this is my New Year's resolution, dude. With the 2020 situation right now, I'm gonna leave with. Let's apply that pressure. The one thing I want to do is find the joy in everything that I choose to do.
Boom.
Find the joy in these situations coming up. They're gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a struggle. Find the joy in it if you can. That's my mission. 2020.
There you go.
I love you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Boom. Episode 48 of the podcast. I am so grateful and thankful to have Lance in here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listening to you dropping gems and just like about life and your struggle, everything you went through was really inspiring.
Yes, sir.
Got me feeling really good, and I'm glad to meet you.
That's what's up.
Dave, thank you for always being just the greatest.
Yes.
I love you both. And thank you guys for listening. This is episode 48 of the podcast. www.youareherepodcast.co. We cannot afford the M. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor.fm, everywhere. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I love you. I'm signing out.
Hey, this is Dave, and I love y'all. And Merry Christmas. I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps.
There we go.
Look.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was the one, dude.
Spider-Man.